Hi, Daryl Bars here, continuing Liquid Lunch in place of Hugh Riley. I have the pleasure of interviewing Joyce Barnes today.
Hello.
Hello,
How
Joyce.
are you?
I'm good. It's been a good day of interviews, and I think this will be the capper right here.
There you go.
There you go. So you're a renowned spiritist, and you're going to talk to us about that, what that means. My first question would be how did you get involved in this in the first place?
Well, I was very lucky to be born in a family that believes in all of this. My mother was very psychic. My grandfather was. His mother was. So it was very normal. So when I was young and I used to see people, I was never told that I was crazy. So that's how it all started. And then when I got a little bit older, like 15, 17, 18, even 19, I started taking classes. And I started seeing too many things, and I quit. Because I said, I don't want to know, I'm way too young, I don't want to know anything about that. So I quit for maybe a few years.
Right.
But this is a thing that you can never really quit.
Right.
Because you always have a girlfriend that says, can you tell me if I'm going to have my job? Can you tell me if I'm going to find a boyfriend? Can you? So you can never quit, you know. One thing I want everybody to know is we are all born psychic. So we all have it. Some people want to use it and some people don't, and some people completely ignore it, and it's okay too.
So when you say psychic, is that like our intuition?
Intuition, same thing.
Same
Intuition.
thing? Okay.
We're born to connect to the source, whatever you believe the source is. Right? Some people call it the universe, the energy, God, whatever. It doesn't matter. Whatever, we're born to connect to the source. So we all have it.
We just lose it along the way.
Well, we lose it because, people say that we're crazy, or people don't listen to their intuition. The good thing is that the body knows absolutely everything if we listen.
So you found that over the course of time you've been able to help people and you've been able to perceive what their
Absolutely,
future is? Okay.
absolutely. The key to all of this is to help. We're here to help people. And not just me, but everybody.
Right.
Because a lot of people will come to me and say, what is my purpose in life? Well, your purpose in life is to help humanity. That's why we're here. So I see a lot of people. I see people who want to know if they're going to get their job. I see people who want to know if they're going to get better, that kind of thing. And I also see people who are really, really in big trouble.
Right.
You know, so you have to be very careful what you say to people, because every word they hang on to.
Right.
So there's a few things that are illegal to say to people.
For example.
Okay, it's illegal to tell people when they're gonna die, because we're not God.
Right.
Okay, it's also illegal to diagnose sickness, because we're not doctors and we could get sued. So
Okay.
those things are illegal. I'm always, when I read people, I always go with the positive, because we know that it's not easy to be on this planet. We're here to learn. So we all have different lessons. But if we know that somebody has an issue, but we know that there's a solution, there's always a solution, let's go to the solution. Don't dwell on the negative.
But I imagine sometimes you're doing medium work, psychic work for somebody, and all you pick up is that there's a negative future, or because you said they're already in big trouble. Some people, and
Yeah,
you just
well, that's a different thing.
Right.
When I do mediumship as an example, is when people come to me and say, can you reach my mom? I'll give you an example, okay? So that's years ago. Somebody came to me and said, my mom died of cancer a few months ago. Can you tell me if she's okay?
Right.
Of course they're okay. They're always okay, all right? But I said, okay, I can only try. I'm not the boss. Sometimes they're there and sometimes they're not, okay? But she was there, so I found all kinds of things, so I told her that. And towards the end, she was saying about chocolate. talking about chocolate. And I said to the lady, I said, I have no idea what your mother wants me to know. She's talking about chocolate, and I really don't understand. So, I left it at that.
Right.
After the reading, she says, let me tell you about the chocolate. So the mother was in a hospital because she was dying of cancer.
Right.
And they gave her a replacement meal, in a can,
Right. Okay.
that it was a chocolate flavor, and the date was expired.
Oh,
So she got so sick, she died.
really?
I mean, she was dying anyway, because
Right.
so that's what she was trying to tell me, but I don't know that because I
Right.
don't know that person, So it's hard to convince people sometimes, because a lot of people think that, when you die, and that's it. I feel very sorry for them, because I have so many proofs that when you connect with someone, and you don't know the person to start with that comes to see you, and you find out things, there's got to be something there. There's got to be.
So when you're doing your medium or spirit work,
Yeah.
you're opening yourself up for
Yeah.
something to come in.
Yeah, but I don't let any entity come into me. That is a no for moi. I don't work like that. Okay? Because I like to be in control. Okay, I know for myself when a spirit wants to come in my body, as an example, I feel like I'm moving like this, even if I'm not moving. I feel
Right.
it, and I say, "Hey, stay out there."
Stay up there, right?
Because we can communicate through here. You don't have to take over my body. Some medium love this. I don't, and I don't let that happen to me.
Yeah, I would think, like a friend of mine who does this work was just saying the other day that she's depressed because she said she's just a medium, and she's taking in so much stuff from other people, like their negativity, etc. At times that it like weighs her down. Do you ever have that?
Well, first of all, you have to really protect yourself. I work with angels. Okay, that's another story.
I'd like to hear about that when you say you work with angels. What does that mean?
Well, there's angels out there.
People
Spirit,
say that.
of course.
No,
Of course there is.
I have to say that I have not been able to connect with that, and I do know people who,
And it's
like
okay.
you, are saying they do.
It's okay.
Yeah.
The best way to convince you that there's angel working out there? Do you have a car?
Yes.
Okay, so when you go somewhere and you go into a restaurant or something and you want a parking spot.
Right.
So before you get there, say to your angel, okay, I need a parking spot close by,
Right.
and see what happens.
Okay, I'll work with that.
Okay? That's the easiest way to convince people. You can ask my husband. Every time we go to a restaurant, I said, I need a parking spot, and it's always in the front of the restaurant. Thank you. So I work with angels. Before I do anything, I ask for protection. Because, there's positive and negative, otherwise we wouldn't be balanced.
Right.
Okay? So I cleanse my office constantly. I cleanse my house constantly with white sage, with incense, and a bell. Okay? So the bell is because sometimes, like here, I wouldn't be able to burn anything. So if you have a bell, you just go back and forth, not in a round circle like this, just back and forth, and it removes all of the negativity that's in the room. Okay? Why do you think churches has bell?
Is that the reason?
Just for the fun of it, you think?
Ringing the bells to get people to come to church. Okay. No.
Inside, they
Inside.
burn incense.
Right, they burn incense,
They have
ring
the
bells.
bells. What
Okay.
do you think? They never told us, but yeah.
Right.
Okay. So, what else would you like to know?
Well, I'm sort of intrigued about the angels, but we'll let that
Angels,
we'll
yeah,
let that go.
Well-
But that is significant that I think that some people have contact with angels and others don't, because the people who don't have a hard time believing that those who do.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
see, I don't know what people expect. When I say I work, because I believe and I trust 100%. Okay, and so when I ask a question and I ask for protection, I know it's there. I know it's there. Okay, the work that I do, you have to have 100% faith and 100% trust. Because if I get something and I say something to the person, it may sound completely ridiculous, okay? But it's important for that person. So if it's important for that person, only one word can change things.
True.
Okay? So that's the way I see it. When I ask for protection, I meditate a lot. Do you meditate?
A little bit, but
Yeah.
I could do more, I guess. Yes.
Yeah, well, because I need to be,
Yeah.
removing the cobweb in my mind.
But
Yeah.
I'm wondering too. Like I'm sitting here, I don't believe I have any kind of medium powers or anything. So when I'm talking to you,
Okay.
So when I'm talking to you, I'm just talking to you. But I'm wondering from your perspective, when you're sitting here,
Yeah.
are you also getting like some sort of aura from
Okay.
me in a sense?
So
Yeah.
let me explain to you something.
Yeah.
We're all born psychic.
Right.
We're not all born medium. Two different things, okay?
Sure.
Psychic means intuition, means I feel this, I know this, I know. You know what I mean? Mediumship is you can connect with the angel, you can connect with spirits, spirit guides, that kind of thing. Two different things. Some psychic will never be medium, okay? But you can learn to be a medium, and some people can't, and it's okay. But we're all psychic, okay? What you're talking about is more the psychic intuition kind of thing, you know, because I also work with energy and that
Right.
kind of thing, okay? So when I look, can I pick on you?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yes, please.
God help you, eyes.
I'm hoping.
Okay.
Okay.
So when I feel your energy and I look at your energy, you're a mind person.
Okay.
Okay. A mind person is someone who really think a lot and overanalyze things a lot.
A little bit of that. Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
very hard for you to
Turn that off.
yeah, turn the wheels off.
Right.
Okay, and it's okay because this is also a very spiritual thing. So we have to understand this.
Right.
You know, there's always a positive and a negative of thing. It's also. Do you know anything about the chakra?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's also related to the solar plexus, okay? So your solar plexus, as an example, it's your energy center. It's your get up and go. It's your passion, okay? It's also where you store anger, frustration, guilt, envy, and all of that, okay? So we all know that we want to bring good things in our life,
Right.
all right? We want love, we want good work, money, good health, whatever, okay? The solar plexus, unfortunately, always keeps us in the lower vibration because of that, because of, you know, the frustration and the anger. But it's your passion.
Right.
So we need to look after that, okay? So we need to move from this chakra to the heart chakra, okay? Your heart chakra is your soul. That's your soul.
Right.
Okay? The quickest way to move your energy from here to bring everything that you want is with gratitude. Because we're all energy and vibration. Okay? Gratitude is the key to everything. So when I get up in the morning, I plan my day before I get up. Okay? I tap here because I need
Tapping.
yeah, just that. So I can wake up. I sit on the side of my bed and I say, okay, today I'm going to have such a great day. Everybody I meet could be fantastic. Okay, I'm going to play with my puppies. I have 2 dogs.
Good.
I'm going to play with my grandkids because I have that too.
Right.
It doesn't mean that life doesn't happen.
Right.
It just means that when you are already in that frame of mind, life is easier.
Right.
Okay?
Positive versus negative.
So, I get up. Now, I am not where I should be, you know, because life happens.
Yeah.
Okay? So, I go around and I go in my office or I go around the house and I say, okay, thank you for my puppies. I love my puppies. You see, gratitude.
Gotta love your puppies, yeah.
Yeah, gratitude is everything. The universe or God or whatever you can call who's up there, who's looking after us, don't care what you're thankful for. It's the energy and the passion that you can put behind it.
Right.
You know, you can sit here and say, oh, thank you for the camera. Doesn't care, as long as you have the passion. But if you sit here and say, thank you for the camera, nothing's going to happen. Right. We're all energy and vibration. Right. So I change my energy because I'm responsible. I'm responsible for my energy. Yeah. You're responsible for yours. We're responsible for everybody else. Right. Okay? So when I'm working, and I do a lot of volunteer work also besides all of this, so when I'm working, I have to be in good frame of mind, and my energy have to be high. Otherwise, I'm useless to everybody. Okay?
So we're talking with energy too. You also do Reiki work.
Yeah.
And can you tell us a bit about that? And my hidden question on this one is I know so many people who call themselves Reiki Masters, and I'm like concerned with this word master. I mean,
I know.
I think some people probably are, and some people maybe took a weekend course.
I know. I used to have a center in Madoc.
Right.
And I had people come in the store and say, oh, I'm a Reiki Master. And I would say, oh, good. And I would talk about the chakra. They didn't know anything. And I say, where did you take your course? Oh, on the internet.
Yeah.
Nothing against the internet, sweetheart. Right, but, you know.
It takes more than that, right?
Yeah. So I'm a Reiki Master. I took my... by mistake, I took my course.
Right.
Because that's must be 25 years ago. I went to Montreal to visit my sister, and we were going to take a course, and I can't even remember what the course was, but it was canceled. So somebody says, oh, we're going to do... I said, okay, I'm willing. Yeah. So that's how I started, okay? But I also do and teach energy healing or spiritual healing. Energy healing, Reiki, it's all the same thing, sweetheart. The energy comes from there, and you bring it into your heart, goes down through here, through the meridian, and goes out here. Okay, that's how you transfer the energy to people. Okay, the name is really irrelevant because it's all energy. Okay, it's all a different way of putting your hands and that kind of thing. If you are a Reiki Master and a really purist, that I'm not. Okay, they just go over the energy field. I like to touch people personally, you know. So, yeah, that's me.
All right. And sort of a similar question. So there's probably the real Reiki Masters versus the pseudo, and the same thing with psychics. You walk by a street and they'll say $10 psychic reading upstairs.
I don't want to go there.
Okay, we don't want to go, so we know the answer
to that.
Well,
I don't want to go there. Well, I'm going to give you an example of something. Okay, I could give you a few, but... Okay. Somebody came to me one day, a very wealthy businessman. Okay. And very nice man. He lost his mom, and he was really devastated because he was really close to his mom and that kind of thing. Anyway, a few months later, he was driving by, and he saw a sign, psychic. So he says, oh, I'll go and ask if my mom is okay.
Right.
So he got in, and he says, I only have one question. I want to know if my mom is okay. So he was told, oh my God, your mom is screaming and yelling, please get me out of here. They're killing me, they're torturing me, get me out of here. It cost him $40,000. And I said, are you nuts? But you see, when you're vulnerable,
you're naive.
You know, and a lot of the time we see people who are vulnerable, you know, and they're so easily taken advantage of. And I always say to my clients or my friend or everybody, if you go somewhere, it doesn't matter if you come to me or anybody else. If you hear something that doesn't feel right to you, just leave. Just leave. And if somebody charge $50, $100, or $2,000 for a reading, I don't care. It's not 1 penny more. It's not, if you want this, I'll do this. If you want that, I'll do this. Then by the time you get out of there, it's costing you an arm and a leg. No. You know, if that's what it is, that's what it is.
That's what it is. Okay. That would make sense.
Yeah.
So buyer beware to some degree.
Absolutely. It's like every other profession, sweetheart. Okay? People are people.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what you do in life. There's good doctors, there's bad one. There's good lawyers, there's bad one. There's good school teacher, there's bad ones.
Right. It's all the same. Yeah.
So it's all the same.
So, in the sort of with the idea of with mediumship again of being able to access higher realms.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you have the potential to improve? I'm just sort of segueing back to the last interview about somehow improving the lot of all humanity. Do you feel like that you can do anything about that, or?
Well, it's another story. You see, to think positive is not enough. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is, what we want, and that kind of thing. Okay, you got to feel it. Remember, I said this is your soul.
Right.
Okay.
The heart chakra.
This is your soul. Okay. Your soul is in direct connection with the Creator. Okay. The Creator is a yes man or woman, depend. Okay.
Okay. An entity. Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Right.
Okay. But he doesn't know the difference between positive and negative. So what you feel in your heart, this is exactly what you're going to get. It's the law of the universe. So if you feel fear and doubt, he says, oh, you like fear and doubt, I'll give you more. You know, if you feel successful and happy, he says, oh, you like to be happy and successful, I'll give you more. What you feel is what you get. Okay? Now, to go back to your question about your last interview, about changing the world out there, you know, you can retrain the brain. Okay, we know that even in the medical field, you have a stroke, you can't walk, and they teach you to walk, and the brain reconnect the cells and everything else. So we can retrain the brain. How do we retrain the brain? Well, it's not that simple. This is what I do. So very often during the day, because you know we have so many thoughts in the mind, you know, thousands in the day, and 99% of the time they're negative, okay? So I take a few deep breaths, and I say, okay, what was I thinking? Do I want that? I don't want that. So this is slowly you're going to retrain yourself, okay? Now, to send out there, it's all about love, sweetheart. That's all it is. It's all about love. Like, every first Sunday of the month, I do a healing service, you know, in my building where I live. And it's all free, and people come from everywhere. Now, all of this has been proven that if you take a group of people and you meditate, or you pray, whatever you want to do, okay? We meditate, some other people pray. And it's the same thing when we do the first Sunday of the month. It's all about love. That's love that heals, okay? It's been proven that in the neighborhood, there's less crime when that happens. That's been proven. They did all kinds of research on this. They did one in LA, they did one in Chicago and someplace else. Yeah. You know, so every time you feel that you can take a nice deep breath and send peace and love into your neighborhood, if everybody will do that, it will speed up things.
Okay. That's something we can all access.
That's the quickest and easiest way, you know.
Okay.
But like you, the lady that you interviewed before was saying, right now we are in a very negative energy kind of situation, okay? And call me a dreamer, but it's going to get better. Okay. Okay, it has to get worse before it gets better. Okay. It will.
So your intuition says it's going to get better.
It's going to get better for sure. Absolutely.
Okay. So that's a positive.
Yeah, because people are waking up. Every week, I meet somebody. Okay, in all kinds of walk of life, you know, and say, I don't know, I feel I'm not at the right place. I want to help people. What can I do? Great. You know, I'm saying, oh, welcome. You wake up. That's good. Because it comes at times when we get up in the morning and we say, there's got to be more to life than this. What am I doing? Right. You know, and then this is when we embark into a different path, and it's a spiritual path, if I can call it, because we're spirits.
Okay.
So we're spirits, okay? So we're searching. What am I doing here? What am I supposed to do? Where am I going? You know, I have a good job. I make money, but I don't want to be there. You know, I want to help people. There's many ways to help people. You know, people who fix cars help people. People who build houses help people.
Right.
You know,
So do something that's helping, and that's one step forward.
absolutely.
Okay.
Send love over there. Love, lots of love. It's all about love.
Okay. So that makes it positive and simple for everyone. Everyone can really embrace that. And,
Absolutely.
And begin.
Absolutely.
Don't have to
Definitely.
take a course. Just get
Yeah.
busy loving.
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
it, right? There you go.
You know, and it's not. I mean, I think it's the Beatles that said the world needs love or something.
Right.
But you know, not just the people, but you know, I'm a big advocate for animals because I hate cruelty to animals, and you know, everything is alive. Everything is. Trees are alive. For the last 30 years, I keep saying to people, go and hug a tree. You're going to feel better. Now the scientists discovered it's healing.
Right.
Of course
That's
it
right.
is.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Otherwise, we wouldn't be surviving if the trees were not there.
Right.
Logically.
That's right.
So does it make sense? Yeah. So go and hug a tree. It's going to be good for you.
Yeah. Do some gardening. Hug a tree.
Absolutely.
Pet
Definitely.
a dog.
Yeah.
All these things.
Yeah.
They speak to us on different levels.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
I have my house full of plants. Yeah.
And your dogs aren't
Because I
eating
live in the city, so I
Yeah.
can't be in the country, so I'm bringing the country to me. And I have 2 little dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I came home one day and my dog, when it was a puppy, had chewed up my bamboo plant.
Oh,
Left it in shambles.
yeah.
But
Well,
that was the only plant he decided to do that to. The rest have been safe.
yeah.
It was funny though.
He was a
That-
puppy.
He was a puppy.
Yeah, well,
It's good energy though. See,
Absolutely.
That puppy energy,
Oh,
like
it's-
people can really grow from that. There's a lot of positivism
yeah.
there. Like
My
it's just,
my angel, I have one who's is a Bichon frisé, and
Right.
he's 16, and he's blind.
Wow.
He's been blind since he started being blind at 2, so that's why we got my Lola. Lola is half Bichon, Shih Tzu, and half Shih Tzu. So she's
Okay.
just lovely, full beans. She's 9, and she keeps him in line. You know, because he was getting depressed. So I said,
Right.
well, let's get another dog, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I got
even all your dog needed was love.
Yeah.
But it's funny, you call them puppies and they're 9 and 16.
I know, that's my babies.
Your babies.
That's my babies. They sleep with me. This
Yeah.
my baby. I cook for them, never
Yeah.
buy dog food. I always cook for them.
Good food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way it
Because
is.
16's a hefty age for a dog. That's good.
Yeah,
That's nice.
Yeah.
They make it to 20.
we hope.
We hope.
We hope.
Good. Yeah, my dog's 4 years old, so
Oh,
hopefully
It's just, what kind do you have?
a golden doodle.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're beautiful.
Full
Oh,
of
they're-
energy,
I
very
know,
strong.
they're beautiful, yeah.
Loves people too much.
Yeah.
Too much sometimes gets them in trouble. But
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's like my Lola. She's the
Yeah.
same. She loves people. Yeah.
So I think we covered a lot of ground here. I feel good about this. I feel
Good.
positive. I'm glad that you gave the Earth a little check mark that things are going to get better.
Things are going to get better.
That's good.
Yeah, because a lot of people are waking up, and
Yeah.
a lot of people are changing. And the more we change, and the more we send love out there, and it's to me, it's the cure.
Yeah.
It's all about love.
Yeah, and you're not
You
the
know?
first to say that, so we're hoping that is words
Well,
of wisdom.
I hope I'm not the last one
Not
either.
the last, not the first. Words of wisdom. Love is
Yeah.
making the world go round. We're hoping.
Absolutely.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Joyce, for
Oh,
coming
my
in.
pleasure.
And I hope we can do this again. This has been great. And
Anytime.
I have more questions, of
Anytime.
course. I'm full of questions about angels and this and that, but that's
Well,
good. I feel we've
another time.
Yeah.
Angel, you know, like I said, ask your angel to find a parking spot.
find a parking spot.
It's the easiest thing. This is what I tell people when they're starting, and you know they don't believe too much that
Right.
you can make things happen. You know, and
Start small.
see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll do that.
and let me know.
I'll let you know. I got the card.
Okay.
Be in touch. Okay, thanks
Thank
a lot,
you, Daryl.
Joyce. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
and we'll do this again sometime.
Thank you.
Great. Okay.